This is lesson 3-5A, graphing square root functions. First thing you should know is the most basic function, y equals the square root of x, looks like this. It's got a starting point at 0, 0, and it goes up slowly to the right. All right, our example is going to be to graph y equals 2 times the square root of x minus 1 plus 3, and then state the domain and range. There's going to be 3 main steps. Number 1, the most important, find the starting point. 2, plot a few other points. 3, draw a smooth curve. Okay, here we go. Alright, so for the starting point, what I'm going to do is focus my attention on the square root. The smallest the square root can be is 0. So what I'm going to do is set that inside expression to 0, solve for x, and that'll be my x coordinate of my starting point. Alright, so I've got this square root of x minus 1 equals 0. Basically, x minus 1 equals 0, x equals 1. So if x equals 1, the radical is 0, 2 times 0 is 0, add 3, the corresponding y value is 3. In general, that'll be the y coordinate of the starting point, and if this is just a simple x minus something or x plus something, the opposite value will be the x coordinate. So my starting point is at 1, 3. I'll plot that. And then since I don't have any reflections going left or right or up and down, it's just going to creep slowly up to the right. So what I'm going to do is plot some other points. And what I'll do is I'll use what I call the shape operator. The shape operator is simply this coefficient times just the square root function. In a sense, this is doubling the y values, if you will. I'll put these in quotation marks, just so you know it's not the real x and y values, it's referenced from the starting point. All right, so I'm just going to use friendly values. So 1, 4, and 9. And again, those are units referenced from the starting point. Okay, the square root of 1, these are perfect squares, by the way. The square root of 1 is 1, double it, 2. The square root of 4 is 2, double it, 4. The square root of 9 is 3, double it, 6. So all I'm going to do is, on my graph, from the starting point, go 1 unit to the right and 2 units up. 1 unit to the right and 2 units up. From the starting point, 4 to the right and 4 up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And go 9 units to the right and 6 units up. 9 units to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 6 units up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I've got my points. I'll just make a smooth curve. I'll emphasize that's my starting point. The domain and range was asked for also. The domain is the right and leftness. So the domain, x greater than or equal to 1. The range is the up-downness, y greater than or equal to 3. And again, those are related to these parts of the original function. So there you have it. How to graph a square root function and find the associated domain and range.